guys, it's Zach from Berwick Cubing, and we're today going to be doing a few Oretega walkthrough solves. So, Oretega is showing just randomness. Oretega is solving just one side. It's enough to be a layer, then orienting the last layer, and then permuting both layers. I was lucky I got PLL, not PBL, but so let me show you a few walkthrough solves that you can follow along with. So how we're going to scramble these, so we're going to have white on top and we're going to have green in front. So do the algorithm with me. F2, U prime, F prime, R prime, U, F2, R prime, F2, R prime, U2. So here we're going to look for anything, and if you're color neutral, it's even better. So immediately what I see is I see this white bar right here, and I'll look for the easiest piece to put in that's also white. And now all of this has to be doing fast. I'm just explaining it so it takes longer. So I can see I can bring this piece down in here, leaving this piece over here, which then I can easily insert. So we will start. So we've already inserted that using a way that I came up with. Probably should other people do it too. But a piece down here, instead of going like that, you can do is just bring it up and you'll already make a whole nother pair, and then just bring it back down. So here, for the look ahead, I realized I have a bar on the right here, so you need to remember that. So here, OLL, which is, so I got a soon, which is very easy. Now I already see over here, I got a bar on the right. So what I'll do is I'll cube rotate. Now my PBL, or for at least my Oretega, I hold the bars in the back. But if you have a different algorithm, that's perfectly fine. And then do that PBL case. And AUF. Now the way that I've been able to do it is I've been able to get sub-solves. Yeah. I've been able to skip the whole solving progress. Yeah. I've been able to get sub-7 solves almost every time with this. So looks like that's worked. So I'm just gonna get a new scramble and we'll go right along. So next scramble is U, F2, U prime, F, U, F prime, R, U, R2, U. I don't care about the time anyway, so yeah. So what I see here is, even if it may not be the best color to go for me, at least yellow is the best color to go for right now. Because I see this piece right here, I can insert that almost instantaneously, and I have the bar on the left. So I'll insert that. And then OLL, I have a pie case, so do that OLL. And I see I got the whole top layer solved. So here's where I'd cube rotate, so that way the bar's already on the left, and then do T perm, and then AUF. So that's kind of the basis of Oretega. I'll do a whole average of 5 walkthrough, even though it's not an average of 5. I'll just do 5 solves. So, next scramble, remember, white on top, green in front. R2, F2, U, F prime, U, R2, U, R2, U2. So, I may have to slow that down if you didn't catch that. So, I'll just put it up on the screen here right now. Alright, so assuming you've got that, let's go to the next walkthrough solve. So what I see here is I already have a whole white, I like to call these L's, but the piece is already inserted. So something that I learned from J.R. Cuber is just move this over and then insert this piece again. So I can see already I'll have a bar on the right. So now I have first side done. And then OLL, the lucky again, got soon. And I see right in front of me is a bar. So I know that the bar's on the right, so I'll move that over, cube rotate, and while I'm cube rotating, I'll do my PBL algorithm, and then just AUF. That's simple. Oretega, I would recommend if you're just learning, I'd say no, learn LBL first, layer by layer, so that way you can learn Y perm and T perm. But once you have Y perm and T perm recognized, or memorized, I should say, Once you have those memorized, you can start doing PBL. These PBL, the algorithms are much shorter, but if you don't have T-perm and Y-perm memorized, then the cube will be like impossible to solve for you in Oretega occasionally, unless you scramble it all up again. So that's what I recommend for you. It's not really that long, so follow along with the scramble. R prime, F, U2, F prime, R, F2, U prime, R prime, U prime. So I'm just going to start the timer. I'm just going to new scramble. So here you see another red bar right here. So that's already what we're going to go for. So I see that this piece can be brought all the way down with an L2. But I see that there's another red piece over here. So if I brought this down, I could actually bring that in and I'd have the whole red side done. So that's what I'll do. L, U2, L. And we have first side done. And bar is on the left, unless it's mirrored in that case. Oh well, great. Why do I keep getting sued? LOL. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'll do like an average of 5, and all I'll get is like, what, I forget what case it's called, but it's like the one that's somewhat like T-perm in a way, if you know what I mean. If you know LOL for 2x2. So just do soon again. Look for the bar. In this case, it's on the right. So do U2 to switch it. Cube rotation. PBL case. AUF. Now, I would recommend learning Oretega, even though I already said this already. But honestly, it'll help you so much in the long run. You can get fast times like as me, just with a little bit of practice and memorization. And you should be able to place decently at any cube competition. Maybe not first, but it should do good. So next scramble, the final scramble of this walkthrough solo session is R2, F prime, R, F prime, R, F prime, R2, F prime, U2. So now here we have multiple options, like multiple, so this is where we need to look out for. So we see here, we have this white bar. So this I can do in one move, well, one move if we're counting like F2, so I'd move this twice and then insert it. So that'd be 3 moves right there. So that'd be pretty fast. Blue, I'm not even going to go for because I'd have to lift, or I'd have to bring this piece up and then move this piece over, which would already be taking too long. And then this orange bar, it's kind of like the same thing. So best thing to go for right now would be white. So I'll do that. We have that inserted. Then we have this OLL case. That OLL that most people memorize for this is R2, U2, R, U2, R2. What I recommend doing, I screwed up. No, I didn't actually, no. Yeah. So, what I recommend doing, like, just learn this learn this first, so that way you don't, get caught up in anything else, so that way it's easiest to learn for muscle memory. So do R2, U2. Because your hand's already here, just do an R prime, U2, R2. And it still winds up with the same OLL. So now, I didn't mention, but look ahead on the bottom is checkerboard. That's how I remember it. And we have this case, which is finally a new PBL case. This is like my favorite PBL case to do. R, U prime, R, F2, R prime, U, R prime, and AUF. So I remember that that PBL is it's practically a commutator if you think about it. Well, not really a commutator, but you know what I mean. So you just bring it up and F2 down with your thumb, re-grip, and it's a quick, easy finger trick. So that's 5 walkthrough solves in Oretega on 2x2 today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you haven't, subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and comment any questions that you'd like answered in a Q&A. Thank you all for watching.